Hello YouTube, this is Aurora with Texas Yarn Lover. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and this is part 5 in a 27 series of stitches for crochet. And this week's crochet stitch is called the woven stitch, and you want to start out with a slip knot. I'm using an eye crochet hook, and this is my special tool. It's just a handle. I have arthritis and it helps me with that. So I bought that one at Hobby Lobby if you're interested. And this stitch calls for multiples of 3 plus 3. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep slipping, 8, 9, and that's my multiples of 3 plus 3, 1, 2, and 3. Now what you want to do is you want to count back 2 stitches, 1, 2, and single crochet into that second stitch. Then chain 1, then skip a stitch, 1 stitch skipped, and single crochet into the next stitch. Sorry, I keep losing this. Trying to keep it in focus. Chain 1 again, skip 1 stitch, crochet into the next with a single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and single crochet into your last stitch. From here, if I can get it through, I just split my yarn, hold on. And this is what your stitch looks a lot nicer than that, because I started crocheting on the top loop. This is a good example for those of you who are just beginning to crochet. Those of us who know better should not be crocheting into the top loop only. You should be going into the bottom loop, so catching this loop down here in this stitch is where I should, and this is where I started to do that again, and it just keeps you from having these gaping holes. So for those of you who don't know that, this is what happens when you don't do it correctly, and learn from my mistakes, please. The next step is to crochet up 2 chains. So 1, 2, alright, then you turn your work and you single crocheted here, and what you want to do is not crochet into that stitch, but crochet into the space between. Remember, you chained 1 between each single crochet. That's where you want to go, in between where there's a space, and single crochet into that space. And then chain 1, then skip this single crochet and chain into the space, the next space. Chain 1, skip 1 single crochet into the next space. Chain 1 and and skip one single crochet and single crochet into the next space. Chain 1, skip this single crochet, single crochet into the next space. And here you just single crochet into the last stitch to end your stitches, to end your row, I mean. That's your woven stitch. Now I'm using cotton thread, and you can't really get a good feel for it, but when you work it up in regular yarn, I used it on a project for a friend of mine, and it was a cowl, and it just works up very nicely. Gorgeous texture, and I love the way it looks. The only thing that I did wrong in that shawl, or that cowl I mean, is that I crocheted and ended my rounds with a slip stitch. Well, for those of you who do that often and hate the seams, I'm going to post a link to a video that shows you how to erase the seams if you want to. But what I would have done, or what I will do, because I'm going to crochet another one just like it for another friend, and I'm going to do them in continual rounds. That way you don't have a seam, and then you can just end the rows beautifully at the top when you're done. So this is what your piece should look like, and will start to look like, and it just looks like it's woven. And I love it, and I recommend this to anybody who wants to try it. When I get my cowl done, I will post a link to it, or I will show a video of it, and so stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe.